Yo, it's the boy is impressive, and B12 is in the book. And so, you know what we gotta do our usual review. Let's get into it. Packers, Lions, first game. Uh, Jordan Love, 258 yards, 2 TDs. Jared Goff had 332 yards, 2 TDs. No, the little call. This whatever. Honestly, what I really thought was gonna happen was I really thought that the Lions were gonna win because you know it's a better player, better team overall than the Packers. But you know, I don't know what happened. Yeah, so really just I'm done with you. I don't really remember much about this game. If I'm being honest with you, I just know that seeing the game go down, the defense did get a couple of key stops that the Packers was helping to get the win. I'm pretty sure that they, looking back at it, the Lions did have like 3 fumbles. So like I said, defense was set up for the Packers and allowed them to get the win. 3 fumbles lost by the Lions. A big deal. I took every single time I do one of these videos about how big, you know, turnovers are and how important it is for you to not turn over the ball. If you turn over the ball, you're more than likely going to lose the game. And that's exactly what happened. Game because they couldn't carry the ball. And that's going to be a very big game that we're going to see over the course of this week. It's been a big game forever, almost every single week. Every single week, we've seen someone turn over the ball in some way, shape, or form, like a pig, a fumble, or something. I don't know. Turnovers are just a big thing, whether it be like a turnover of downs or something. I don't know. It could be something like that in that case. But no matter what it is, these turnovers are things such a big part of how teams win games. And with, you know, defenses being so good this year, these past few years, I feel like I've really seen an uptick in what is it? In turnovers and honestly, two defensive guys. This is a good thing because you learn that you make your defense, you know, absolutely dominate the game. That's kind of this past few years. So, Packers get the win. They went over the turnover battle. Simple as that. Moving on, we got the Cowboys and the Commanders. Commanders, it was again. Sam Howell to another that's kind of becoming a whole thing now with him. Like he'll throw a pick or something. Like he'll throw for like a bunch of yards, but like he'll throw like trying to pick. He'll throw a couple picks here and there. And that's what happened. He threw a pick to DeRon Bland. Dak Prescott had 4 TDs. Tony Pollard had a TD. Overall, just all around great game for the Cowboys. They needed this 3-game win streak to really get back on track because these next upcoming games are going to be a real test for them. The Seahawks who are still a really good team no matter what. That's going to be a really good game for them. That's going to be on Thursday night, so I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully we can get the Cowboys pick up another win, so we can actually say we beat over 500 teams. So that's one of the whole thing that we just have not been able to say that we've been able to do. We've beaten an over 500 team. Now moving on to our opponents next week in the Seahawks. Seahawks just got absolutely dominated against the 49ers. I don't even know what to say. Geno Smith at 90, Brock Purdy at 90, but when it really came down to was Christian McCaffrey. The Seahawks just could not stop him on the defensive end. 19 yards and 2 TDs on 19 carries, and Debo Samuel had 7 for 79 as well. So when you can't stop their two biggest players, that's gonna be a huge thing. If you can't stop them, if you have no very chance of beating that team. I'm saying that from experience, because as a Cowboys fan, we played them every year. And as you've seen, if you can't stop them, then you have no chance of winning, honestly. And the Cowboys can do that. The Seahawks can do that. So hopefully, I hope the Eagles can. Anyways, because I still don't do it, But when you look back at it, the Seahawks did have 6 sacks a lot as well, so that's a huge thing as well. You got to give your QB. You got to give your QB time. 6 sacks is. Oh, and that's just not gonna happen. This is almost like 2 sacks per play. At least 2 sacks per play. And that's not gonna cut it. Six sacks in the whole game is not gonna cut it. Because, that's the Cowboys have just as good as a D-line, but when you think about it, the Seahawks, the 49ers have Chase Young from Chase Young, Nick Bosa, Armstead. Not the line, I'm saying he's on the D-line, but Armstead, I'm pretty sure he's on the D-line. But they've got them, and if the Seahawks can't stop them, then who can they stop? Is the question I'm gonna ask, because if Nick Bosa and Chase Young and all of them, they got 6 sacks. Maybe just imagine how Cowboys they may not have exactly 6 sacks as well, but they're gonna be up there as well, because we have just as good as a D-line as I would say. Now we don't have a better D-line, but I would say we're up there with some of the best D-line as well. So I say that the Seahawks can't block Nick Bosa and Chase Young, then it's gonna be a long game for them when they go against us, and that's just common knowledge, I feel like, at this point. So we're gonna move on. Dolphins, Jets. Dolphins just absolutely smacked the Jets, 34-13. Even though Tua did have 2 INTs, so did Tim Boyle. Tim Boyle is the QB for the Jets. He's gonna be on one of those big guys. The guy in NFL for the 2020s. He's gonna be on there with a sad music and whatnot. I don't know. But he's gonna be on there. I don't know how he's gonna end up on there, but he's gonna end up on there. I know Tim Boyle did have that interception at the end of the game, not at the end of the game, but at the end of the half, which is, when you think about it, that is honestly the most hilarious way to get a pick 6, and it went to get a pick. And this thing, it went for a pick 6 too. So that's, if you thought throwing a pick was embarrassing, the fact that it went for a pick 6, I feel like is even more embarrassing. If I'm being honest with you. How do you manage? Not only did you manage to throw a pick, but you threw a pick 6 at that as well, and that's kind of insane to me. But hey, that's another story. And then the Dolphins, they did sack him 6 times as well, so that also doesn't really help when you're gonna 7 sacks. No, they didn't sack him 6 times, they sacked him 7 times. So, I mean, it's the Jets though. Will we really expect them to have a good offensive line? No. I'm gonna be honest. The Jets don't have a good offensive line. They got talent. It's just that the offensive line needs some real work. If you want to be able to actually be a contender in this conference in the UFC, you gotta learn how to fight. Because week after week, they're getting absolutely dominated, and that's not gonna be good. Colts, Buccaneers. Jonathan Taylor had 2 TDs. Gardner Minshew had a pretty good game. Baker Mayfield had a pretty good game, and both his TDs went to Mike Evans. Mike Evans is, I feel like he's top 5. I feel like if you told me that, oh, you have Mike Evans in the top 5, I'm like, that's not ridiculous. You know, that someone was like, oh geez, like, that's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say, because it's really not ridiculous to say, because he's been so great of a wide receiver for so long. It's just that he doesn't get the respect that he deserves, and it's kind of infuriating that, you know, a guy like him isn't getting the respect that he deserves. And it's like, why are you gonna put all these people on him when he's consistently had 1,000-yard, you know, seasons? Now, he has been the number 1 target for the longest time, but still, to go have all those terrible QBs and still have 1,000 yards is kind of insane to me, and I find that really impressive that he was able to have 1,000 yards. And it's like, I really think he should be having more respect, because it's kind of disrespectful when you think about that. Hey, people don't be giving him respect like that. Are you not gonna give him respect? You've been doing it for however long you've been doing it. I'm getting off topic. I'm really getting off topic. Next game, and I kind of have to talk about it. Giants. Watch. And, jeez. This is almost as bad as the Vikings and Bears. So, like, we had 2 actually likable teams. But in this game, it was 2 teams that, I don't know. Like, why was this on the schedule? Why would the NFL schedule people be like, you know what? Let's do this. This is really gonna have people off their seats. Tommy DeVito. Do a touchdown. I think. Crazy. Mac Jones got benched at halftime. He had 88 yards, I think, and 2 interceptions at halftime. I'm pretty sure. If I'm not mistaken, he got benched at halftime. He had 89 yards and 2 INTs. Jalen Hyatt had 5 for 109 versus one of these teams at 24 for 98 in the first round. There's not much I can really say about this game because it was just that boring. Like nothing really happened. It's the Giants and the Patriots. It's the 2 most boring teams in the NFL as of right now. Like, when people think of one, I much rather watch paintball than watch a Giants game. Like, if I was told, hey, this is not good, as a punishment, you got to watch the Giants this whole season. I'm like, no, I'll be like, no, can I get some notes? Because I don't want to watch this mediocre team. And it's insane to me how people can be such a fan of a terrible team like at least for the Patriots, they've been good for like the better part of 2 decades. So I can understand. You know, you get a lot of things. But the Giants have been good since 2016, I want to say, and that's a bit of a stretch. I will say that is a bit of a stretch. That they haven't been good. Since 2016. That is kind of a stretch. I will say that. Like, it's more than likely not true. They've probably been worse for longer. To be honest with you, but that was the last time they actually was good as an actual team. So yeah, like today, that was a couple years before. You know, but still. I think that was the last time they actually made the playoffs. Not the last time they actually made the playoffs. Last time they actually I think they won the division that year, anyways. Moving on, Steelers Bengals. Steelers had over 400 yards this game, I believe, or was it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they had over 100 yards. Jamar Chase was cooking. Joe Mixon just, I don't know what happened to Joe Mixon, but he was just not a factor in this game. And I'm kind of surprised about that because I really thought that, they would have gotten him going, especially with, Joe Burrow out of the lineup, that they would have gone some more heavy, more run heavy kind of thing. And I know the whole thing is like, hey, you have to pass the ball. But it's like, you also have Joe Mixon for a reason. Why not use him? But they were like, you know what? No, let's only have him have 8 carries for 16 yards. I'm not saying that he like. I'm not saying he did not any better in those if he had more carries. But I'm just saying, you have that man for a reason. Why not use him? And I'm not really sure if he had if he was a part of the passing game or not. But I would assume he was. But if you have a really good running back like Joe Mixon, I would have thought you would at least use him a lot more than you've done 8 carries. But hey, what do I know? You know what I mean?
This shouldn't be too difficult. They're reeling. Let them have it. Now that.
Hey. Moving on, we have the Panthers and Titans, and congratulations, Titans, you won the game. It's the good win, I guess. Yes, I could say it was a good win for the Titans, but you really shouldn't be happy about a win against a team like the Panthers. Because the Panthers. And every team should have beaten the Panthers. I don't know who lost to the Panthers, but whoever lost to the Panthers, you should be the Panthers. Panthers, I got one question. What were y'all doing a screen pass on for the final play of the game? What kind of decision was that? I need to understand that, I want to understand that. I want to be able to understand I want to understand the logic behind that, but I just can't seem to make sense in my head. So, I'm just going to choose to ignore it. Jaguars, Titans. Are we... What? Okay, Jaguars, Titans. Not Jaguars, Titans. Jaguars, Texans. I'm sorry. This is a really good game by both teams. It came down to the last second. Steelers got the team down. 58-yarder just off the upright, and I feel bad for all Texans fans. You are right here. I feel bad for the kicker because he's probably going through a lot right now because he's probably getting somebody right that he's probably putting down on himself. And I'm gonna say this: Justin Tucker missed a 44-yard field goal. Don't feel bad about yourself. Justin Tucker missed a 44-yarder. So if Justin Tucker missed a 44-yarder, then you should not feel bad about missing a 58-yarder and hitting it off the crossbar. He hit it off the crossbar, so just give him one lucky bounce and it's in. But hey, that's not how that's not the way things go. But Justin Tucker missed a 44-yarder. I wouldn't say be mad about this thing. Being positive. And things are gonna get better, but this is a really great game from both teams. I really would have loved to see this go into overtime, but sadly that's not the case. We got the Rams and Cardinals. Cardinals just did not come to play. The 5'7" wide receiver is too little. I mean, I don't know. You're down 29. I don't think you have a right to go too little, but hey, what do I know? You know, I probably will do something. Well, I probably will do something in myself too. But, you know, the Rams haven't been good this year, so I think they kind of needed that little, like, easy win. I would say easy win, because it's the Cardinals, and the Cardinals are sort of an easy win. So, yeah, Williams, Kyren Williams, like 143 yards, my 7 and 4 TDs. So, yeah, I think they really needed this bounce back after a really bad game. It's really good, couple of bad games, so, hey, good for them. Now we got the Browns and the Broncos. Broncos have been, these past couple of weeks, they've been looking like, Russell Wilson's been looking like prime Russell for the better part of a couple of weeks now. So like, who's letting him cook? Because whoever is letting him cook, you know, maybe Sean Payton and them, maybe they aren't doing so bad, you know? Maybe they aren't doing as bad as I had thought they were. I really thought, oh, they're going to be fighting. Hang off this year. And then for them to fall kind of flat these first couple of games, and then he's been doing really good. I can't remember what kind of like. I think they're on a winning streak. I'm pretty sure, because the Broncos beat the Vikings last week, so that's 2 games, and then the Broncos beat the Bills, so that's 3 games, and then I'm pretty sure they're on like 3. I think they had a bye week a couple of weeks back. I think they might be on a 3. No, they're on a 4 game winning streak right now. 4 game winning streak. I'm pretty no. Wait, they're on a 5 game win streak. Hold on, looking back at it, they're on a 5 game win streak right now. Cause yeah, they're on a 5 game win streak as of right now. The Broncos have been heating up, even on a 5 game win streak. Jeez, they've been cooking. So good for them. Moving on, we got the most bailed out team in all of NFL. We got the Eagles and we got the Bills. I mean, the Eagles played a terrible. I will say that they played a terrible game. The Eagles did not deserve to at all. They keep getting bailed out. There was that 39 terrible call by the ref, a terrible no call by the ref where it was obvious holding on Darius Slay. But you know, the Eagles, they must have paid off the refs or something, because they didn't call it. And of course they get bailed out by a made field goal, which is, I just can't believe it. Hey, it's the most bailed out team. And most bailed out team ever. And I'm like, how do they keep getting away with it? You know, it makes no sense. But hey, it's whatever. I still have to deal with the so stupid Eagles gonna talk about some fly, Eagles fly, man, I can't wait till they lose again. And they gonna lose again next week. So, moving on. We got the Raiders. We got the Chiefs. Raiders. Y'all are 14-9 in the second half. I'm looking at this game. I'm thinking, oh crap. Raiders might upset the Chiefs? Question mark? Like, the Raiders might actually, I was thinking that the Raiders might actually upset them. And then here come the Chiefs. 14-7. 14-14. And then I'm just like, oh my goodness, here they go. And next thing I know, it's 31-17. And I'm just like, how did you let this happen? Raiders, you were up 14-0 on them. why do you let this happen? And I'm just like, I don't even know, man. Aiden O'Connor was literally cooking. Josh Jacobs was cooking. And then here comes Mahomes. 2 TDs. Here comes Isaiah. I'm mad at the ground for check. 2 TDs. And next thing I know, it's 31-17. I'm like, wow. Wow, Raiders. Way to pull an absolute Raiders. And, you know, John Madden will be upset at y'all. And I'm just like, John Madden, Al Davis, just win, baby. Would have been absolutely upset at y'all. So, the fact that y'all let it happen, though, is kind of insane. But moving on, we've got the Ravens and the Chargers. There were times where the Chargers could have won. This was a very winnable game for the Chargers. Chargers are going to Chargers, and they lost the game. Because why? Because the Chargers are gonna Chargers. And what that means is, when it's a winnable game, they sell the game. That's exactly what it means to pull a Charger. When it's a very winnable game, you don't win the game. That's what it means. It's a very winnable game. So like the Cardinals, like when you're getting one score, and you have the talent to go down the field and score. You have all the power in the world. You have Keenan Allen, Quentin Johnson, Gerald Everett. You know, you got Austin Eckler. You got all these weapons on your team, and you can't even put up more than 10 points. That is a sign that something needs to change. I don't know what needs to change, but it's a new, TV, a new head coach, a new everything. Just fire the whole offensive staff. I don't know what you need to do, but whatever you gotta do to make yourself so happy, do it, because this is a really good team, and to see them be this bad is just, I don't know how I feel. Moving on. Bears, Vikings. And the way this game turned out, I can honestly say that I am very proud with the way this turned out. I was not expecting the Bears to win. You know, obviously I wasn't expecting the Bears to absolutely. I was expecting this to be a high scoring game. I really thought the Vikings would have won. You know, because obviously on paper, they have a better team, but, you know, they are obviously missing Justin Jefferson, but that hasn't really stopped them in the past weeks from putting up points. But I don't know what it was last game, but Joshua Dobbs looked absolutely terrible. He had 4 INTs. And the fact that he lost, and I really would have thought that, you know, it just seems like a gifted field. I don't, not that line, but like that seems like something the Bears would do. So have 4 turnovers, and he did have 4 turnovers. But Joshua Dobbs had the same amount of turnovers as the had the same amount of turnovers. No, they didn't. He had more turnovers than the Bears it's themselves. And me saying this is insane because I never would have thought Josh Dobbs would have had the same had more turnovers than the Bears. And here's the thing, Bears didn't score a touchdown. They didn't score. They didn't score not one singular touchdown. They hit 4 field goals and managed to win the game off of 4 field goals. Respect. That's all I'm gonna say is respect, because there's no way they should have won. But somehow they did it. I'm shocked that they were able to pull it off of. But they did. Respect to them. Because with having 2 turnovers and the offense being as bad as it was this game, they did have different skills. They had 217 yards passing. They did have they did have an okay time running the ball, but they shouldn't have won. The fact that they won is insane to me. But hey, that's the way the fake crumbles, and that is week 12 in the books. So I'll see y'all guys next time. Peace.